my character, she looks a little bit roughed up right now. She's seeing some shit. The good news is we have officially made it to the fine land of Summerset. So, to catch everybody up who is just now joining and is not aware, I have kind of been running around Morrowind and Tamriel in general to get ready for this. This is actually my first playthrough of anything in Summerset. And when I got off the boat, Roz, my buddy, my homie, love you dog, I don't know where you went, but I love you dog. He was telling me all about how there's some shady shit going on over in this here fine land. And he wants me to go infiltrate this monastery, check some stuff out, and see what I can do to fix things. So, good news is, I never fix anything. Which could also be bad news, depending on how you want to look at it. But we'll assume that it is good news. So, let's get to it, shall we? And Nacho Pie, you magnificent, majestic individual you. Thank you for hosting. I am going to be doing some Overwatch gameplay a little bit later, but right now I did want to at least get started into the whole Summerset expansion, because I've been kind of promising people I was going to do that for a bit and putting it off because I might be a degenerate. It's totally okay. That said, how's everything going with you? Yeah, this can't be so bad, right? I'm just gonna walk through, sneak into the monastery. It's crazy to think that the last time this was even visible was back on like old computers. Where it was just rocks everywhere. Hey, I got one of those. What they were running around with, but my griffin's better. I feel like I should change my outfit. I look like a little bit of a degenerate, so let's get social stuff taken care of, get all my goodies from there. So there I was. Alright, let's get a little classy over here. I think I'm gonna go with a tried and true holiday in Balmora. Maintained by who has not played Elder Scrolls Online and is interested in getting into it. I am going to be having an open event for adding people that follow the stream into a guild. We haven't determined yet if that's going to be the guild that I'm currently in or if I'm creating a new one just for that. But that will be taking place. The other thing too is...
Now a story unfolds upon a pitiful mold. 'Twas made to thrive on rot. This unsightly staff 'twas a trickster's last laugh, long after his battle was fought. The sundering
Baby Griffin.
you were wondering when the heavens dropped out of the sky. They hit with a thud and gave birth to the mud, making up this mortal sty. 'Twas a hell of a mess, but I digress. My story's about the swine. What took root in this land were seeds called man that sprung up like fungus from grime. Their lives may be short and lacking import, but keep an eye to their blundering. It's tempting to jest about this simple pest. That's until you've seen their plundering. Oh, when men bound to the doom drum sound, you'll learn what the corpse god wrought. Trinny Mac didn't know with his final blow just how badly he'd been caught. I don't mean to forebode, but this little ode is a lesson you best heed.
Oh, let me talk to her. Damn it. How do you get anywhere here? For real. What? Nacho, thank you for hosting. Sweet, sweet menu. Did it really not give you the announcement the second time? That's rude. Stone Cold 69, thank you for following. Wonderful thing about ESO.
The All Flags Navy sail with Bendu Polo at his side.
Hello, cat.
You there? I have a... Damn it, why won't this work?
Did you see a golden knight?
I have no idea what that was, and I'm not sure I want to know.
Okay then. Only an ESO.
Sentry! Raz owes you for that game of cards and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any. You say I won some gold?
Don't you remember? Raz always pays his debts, and he always buys the drinks.
Gold and drinks? Well, my relief should be along soon, so why not?
Well played, Raz. Well played. Alright, well, it looks like it's back. Hello, everybody. Thank you for hanging around during that little drop. For those who are just walking in, I got to watch Raz con, and I mean, buy someone a drink, cough cough, a guard so that I can sneak into this cathedral and see exactly what WTF is going on in Summerset. Hopefully we will find something interesting because it's hinting at some higher ups kind of kidnapping some people for Daedric sacrifice. So for anyone who is familiar with Elder Scrolls lore, you know that's no bueno. And let's check it out. If you don't have the game already and you are interested, I would like to recommend, if you plan on buying it, clicking one of the links below. That will actually help me out, and it doesn't cost anything extra to you. So, just an FYI for anyone who is considering. It's not shameless self-promotion. It kind of is, let's be honest. But let's hit up this Monastery of Serene Harmony and see what's going on in here, eh? And they never started to sneak, but it's looting everything. I'm getting all kinds of recipes. Hey, hey. Baby Griffin, what are you doing? Like, I can loot everything, but if I go to, like, take that specific drink, I'm stealing. Because that logic's right. What else? 4 males, 3 female, all claim to be Dominion citizens. One says she's lived in Summerset more than a year. Preparation still. Because she, 7 male, 9 female, all claim to be Dominion citizens and have to cells to holding cells. Ronians 4. Gender inconclusive. Who can tell what the muck swimmers moved to preparation cells for immediate siphoning? And there's 1 male, 2 female. Claim to be chairs from way west, or do they say Daggerfall? Doesn't even matter. Why am I writing all this down? What's the new Aldrich plan to do with this information? Placing and holding cells. Guards, 2 male, 4 female, all on a ship for Hammerfell. One says she was sent for by Renewal the Trader. Sent half to holding, other half to preparation. Guards. 1 male, claims to be part of something called a Nord cultural exchange. Sending to holding. They also make great armor. Griffin Knights. Alright. So the Welkner are the Griffin Knights. Another thing about Spriggans, I don't care. Slowed and Malmer. Hustle all the mortal races. TK421 guy, thank you for following. Cool. Slow soup. That's gross, but okay. So everyone, you're gonna have to bear with me since this is my first time in Summerset. I am gonna be taking a little bit of time here and there just to kind of read through the lore. It's because I'm kind of a big nerd when it comes to lore stuff. Then I'm taking a moment in between, so if I do end up kind of flipping through something a little too fast, then people do end up watching it back later on the archives. They'll have a second to actually like see what page and pause it versus trying to skim through and figure it out. Let's be realistic, that's a huge pain in the ass, and I've totally done it. Dear Aldrich Kalar, I'm so glad you suggested transferring our beloved monastery. Happy to use my influence to make that happen, especially after the insightful discussion we had concerning Queen Aaron's radical and frankly dangerous decree. I look forward to working with you and make sure Shmarine and indeed all of Summerset remain safe and secure. Sequestering newcomers in order to test their suitability for residency in Shimmery is a stroke of genius, determining who has the ability and temperament to become productive members. Allows us to spot troublemakers. Perfect solution, but it will suffice until we can urge unforeseen queen to send this order and send all the Nabara, the unwelcome, back to where they came from. The meal list of candidates you deem acceptable for life in Summerset. I'm sure Proxy Queen Eleanor will appreciate having documentation concerning who we permit to stay and who we send away. Summerset is sacrosanct to let Ardon deal with the other races. Beloved queen spends all her time there anyway, carousing with cats and wood elves. I'm sure she would love more company. Aren't you just a breath of fresh air, lady? Other races. Show the other races up here. Oh, look at this. It's a book written by her. Go figure. Yes, high elves. Keep Summerset pure and pristine for the Altmer. Yes. Super racist. Good job. Anything else I can steal? I mean, observe. Just casually looking over here real quick. Definitely not stealing things. There's literally nothing in here to steal. Yo, you. What's face?
No, not now, please. Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap.
Yeah, look, dude, where can I find the sequestered people?
You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldorc brought with him. They deal with all the newcomer testing and evaluations. I'm just a simple monk trying to catch up on my sleep. That was a hint, by the way.
No way, I couldn't tell. So tell me about these people.
Aldorc Tilkala arrived right after the Queen issued her decree. He came highly recommended by King Lady Avanice, or so I heard. It's not unusual for monks to form attachments and move together, but there's something strange about that bunch.
Like weird, creepy strange, or like super into anime a little bit too much strange?
The Aldorc and his monks keep to themselves. They've taken the Undercroft for their own purposes and ordered the rest of us to avoid the ancient vaults beneath the monastery. Now, please, let me get back to my nap.
Yeah, no, like, you have to have some idea about where they're putting these people.
With the questions about the newcomers. Why do you care about the complexities of Altmer bureaucracy? Still, if I had to make a guess, I'd say they were taking into the Undercroft for registration and processing. Now go away.
Now, what else do I need to know?
The monastery should be a place of peace and meditation. The Aldok has closed us down until further notice. That means if any of the monks spot you, they'll raise the alarm. Me? I never saw you. Now, if you don't mind, my nap awaits.
Oh my god, okay, fine, whatever. Go back to sleep. I don't even... Your face is dumb. How about that? Eh. It says it's up to... Oh. There's stairs. Right.
Did someone tell you you could be here? I think not.
Definitely not looting everything these guys have. Not me. Oh, that one's empty. Macaroni pork-fried rice. Teach me that recipe. Is that sounds delicious? Apparently I already know it. That's awkward. No longer will brave and selfless Artmar hide from the world like spoiled frightened children. No longer will we cut ourselves off from allies and friends. We shall welcome them as brothers and sisters. You go, girl. And persecution. All right. Alright, red. Alright, red.
Unusual knick-knack for an Aldark's office, wouldn't you agree?
Not looting. Look, I'm reading a book. Most info of all times.
I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind.
Skulking?
The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well?
Oh, yeah.
The house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either.
I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna get into with, like, you know, the sequestering and stuff, but that pearl thing, it makes the danger things appear.
I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it
I don't know shit about shit.
intriguing and
Cough,
a bit
cough.
disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss curios, strange creatures notwithstanding. We need to find out what's happening with the missing newcomers.
How are you in
The
here, though?
sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods. Curious, but I feel that there's more going on in Shimmerine than the usual politics and community relations.
I don't know what you're talking about. What else could
That's the
possibly be
question,
going
my
on?
cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldark and a disgruntled kin lady, both opposed to the Queen's decree. What's their connection to the missing newcomers? I was about to explore the Undercroft. Care to join me?
Yeah, no, this could only end terribly. So, absolutely. I'm in. I'll do it. I'll
Curious
follow you.
pearl. I wonder where the Aldark acquired it.
Mm,
Probably not important. I'll meet
Teacher?
you in the Undercroft, and we can see what's going on with the newcomers.
yeah, I have a feeling where he got this is... okay, bye. What's up, cat? Already read. I can see the Dragon Guard. I think I might have already read this one too. Yep, History of the Dragon Knight. Is there anything else I can steal? I mean, inspect for a fee. And by fee, money that goes in my pocket.
You've got to the count of 3 to leave. 1.
Haha, you can't see me. I literally stepped right behind you where you could turn right around and see me, but now you can't because I'm out of sight. Yay, Bethesda. I'm sure I have that one already. I know, right? Visually sneaking.
I'm in a foul mood
Me too.
You can't stay. You just can't.
Okay. Apologize. I just can't stay. I'm gonna go to, like, the dungeon, which could obviously possibly have no issues whatsoever. After I loot all these barrels for crafting supplies. Don't worry, I'm not staying. Okay, bye. And, I mean, I think that's what I like the most about this game is everybody can kind of do their own thing. Like, you have the core story points that you have to hit, but everyone can do it differently. And that's the really enjoyable part about this. Like, especially, I've noticed it with my playthrough. Like, you'll see some people who get really, like, into the I have to do one thing or another, and then you'll see people like me where it's like, yeah, I picked a Nord to be douchey, and then, like, join the Brotherhood and stuff, and, lo and behold, hey, I have that thingy. It ended up that my character's lore kind of built itself around her as time was going on.
Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic.
Like Daedra magic?
These people did nothing to deserve such treatment. There's someone alive over there. See if you can help her.
It will. After I loot the stuff. Baby Griffin, this isn't for your eyes. You're adorable, and this is dark. People are dead. Please don't eat their corpses, Baby Griffin. I know you're secretly a monster inside. Also, the real question is, who do we think is going to be alive? Is it going to be the Wood Elf? I think it's going to be the Wood Elf. Khajiit's still alive. What, does a Khajiit not count as a person? Because he's a quote-unquote lesser race? I'm just gonna sit for a minute. Seasoning. Anything else? Nope. Anything? Nope. Alright. There's multiple people. What are you talking about? No.
The Divines! You aren't one of the monks. Please, let me out of here.
Play with Gage.
It's a nightmare. We came to Summerset to seek new opportunities. We barely stepped off the ship when they marched us to the monastery. Instead of questioning us or the usual high elf bureaucracy, they locked us in these cages.
Where's everybody else,
The
though?
monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them through the door on the far side of the chamber. Please, let me out of here before they take me away like the others.
I guess I'll unlock this and see what's going on over there. No big deal.
Oh, thank you for setting me free.
You're welcome. Are we just leaving everybody else in cages? There's other people.
A Daedra? Here? And that's a Scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious.
What about the people in the cages? Wait, why is there...
An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. From the evidence before us, it appears this Nord killed the Scoffin before he succumbed to his own wounds. Good for him.
Yeah,
I
hashtag
found this
Nordlife.
key on the creature's belt, so we can open that door.
Wait, why'd the Scoffin have it?
I
Alright.
suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine what's actually happening down here, and who's behind all this. Without answers to those questions, we won't be able to decide on our best course of action.
Murder everything is my vote. But, what about your friend?
I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry.
Oh, okay. Good luck, everybody else left in cages because she doesn't care. Slowly loading barrels before I leave. Best of luck on your future endeavors. Try not to die. Okay, farewell. Have fun. Well, don't you look ominous?
Daedric cultists?
Major cultists, what could possibly go wrong?
The pearls
Daedric.
draining these people.
I'm gonna read books while you guys do that. Alright.
More
Who's-
newcomers?
Rhoda!
Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear. Your turn will come.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I'll deal with the pearl. You hold off these creatures.
Yeah, hold off the creatures.
The pearl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell.
Hello there. That seems
Come
a
on,
lot easier than...
Let's talk outside.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll talk outside. Mysteries of Zenimax. How a belt can fit in an urn like that. Oh, a labyrinth. Hooray.
Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier.
So, what'd you do to the portal
I
thingy?
promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any. I'm a member of the Sijic Order. Our Right Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Summerset. My inquiries led me here.
Oh yeah, I was looking into that. Some people died, it was unfortunate.
The Sijic Order
So what's
is
the
an
Sijic?
ancient magical monastic society. We served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, but that was before we removed our island home from the world. Now this threat has drawn us back. But why are you involved in all of this?
So once upon a time I met a cat. His name was Razumdar. Pretty swagtastic, the real MVP. And I ended up being kind of a semi-queen side, but what about the pearl?
Eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Sigic island for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here.
Okay. Still going with stuff. Add blueprints, and I am a-okay with that. The loot. What's up, girl?
Anything I can do for you? Can I help you?
Yeah, you can go now, bye. Bruh. I had it. So there I was, trying to take my time and appreciate the hard work the ZeniMax put into making a game. Someone just had to run through and charge through everything. You little dweezy, whoever you are, I have no idea. Like, you should really probably just stop spamming me with party invites, because I'm never gonna join you, bro. Did you just growl, baby griffin? God, you're adorable. Good boy, baby griffin, you look away. So what exactly are they mining for? Nobody really knows? Okay.
Living on Artaeum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
Wait. What? So, you're telling me that...
We were warned that Daedric princes had their eyes on Summerset, but I didn't expect that level of danger from what was supposed to be a simple investigation. I suggest you tell the Eye of the Queen what we discovered. I'll catch up with you later. We received word that there was the potential for trouble in Summerset, so the Right Master sent me to take a look. Even so, Artaeum isn't a prison. We're Psijic mages. We can come and go as we like, just so long as it advances our studies.
That seems to be a really dumb question since, you know, she did tell me that she's a member of the Psijic Order. But what about the missing friend?
A partial truth. Easier to remember than an outright lie. Another member of our order came to Summerset a few months back. We haven't heard from him, so I decided to look into both matters while I was here. Unfortunately, he continues to elude me. No, not intentionally. We may be sages, but we're still just people. We can become restless, succumb to sorrow or frustration. My friend may have decided that life on Artaeum was no longer satisfying. I just want to know he's safe.
So, why didn't you just say you were with the Sigil
Sigil
Quarter?
Once I ascertained I could trust you and the time was right.
Told you it was a dumb question.
When we make a rare visit back to Nirn, we try to keep a low profile. Rumors about our order tend to make people uncomfortable and even nervous in our presence.
And the Emperor's.
That would be one of the Right Master's many contacts. Another source for the warnings we received. We may have removed ourselves from the world, but we like to keep abreast of events across Tamriel and beyond.
Alright. Oh, you do you, boo-boo. Have fun. Try not to die. Let's walk through this here hedge maze. Yo, Pack Merchant.
How truly amazing.
Most of the days when my horse could climb a vertical wall.
I have no logical opposition to Queen Irene's decree. I just wish the Eldar had better prepared the city for the influx of arrivals.
Ah. Oh, it's starting to rain.
You know, some of my best friends are your sort of people. There's, what's his name, in the brewery.
This sort of people.
Best friends, one and all. Is there something in particular I can do for you? Otherwise, my regular customers are waiting.
What is that, the guy standing on your bar? Use your store tea bag. I think we're done there.
Every tradesman from here to Alanor looks at the decree and thinks they'll suddenly have an army of cheap labor. But everyone knows the quality of high elf work. If our crafts are left to the work of FMs, our reputation will grow tarnished.
FMs. Alright. I'll craft your ass any day, there, champ.
Under pregnant golden sails, my star-eyed bride of Avalon, lost in storm and spray. My star-eyed bride of Avalon, cruel fate took away. White swan feathers fluttered from her ivory bridal gown, an unsung vow slipped from her lips, eager to be found. My star-eyed bride.
Queen Irene.
Gone beneath the waves, my star-eyed bride of Alenor, the sea became her grave.
Do yourself a favor. If someone gives you a mug of Shimmerine Surprise, drink it.
Okay.
The hull creaked like a coffin's hinge as the captain yelled, "Hold fast!" My star-eyed bride of Avalon, she never made it home. Wind howled.
Ah, this one's new partner returns.
Sup,
What
Raz?
interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail.
It's a danger
That
control.
isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day.
Sorry.
We need to learn the extent of the Kin Lady's involvement. And by we, Raz means you.
Of course you do, Raz. Why wouldn't you? You want me to go and accuse the Kin Lady of conspiring with a danger cult, right?
Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to talk to her. See what she knows about the Oldark. The Kin Lady is meeting with local leaders. Attend that meeting and learn the truth. This invitation and set of elegant clothes will get you through the door.
We're saying now dress elegant, Raz. Oh wait, there's also a mage from Sijic Order.
Raz has heard rumors, but there are always rumors about the Sijics. For an island of sages who disappeared more than 300 years ago, they certainly seem to get around. Did this Sijic mage say what the Order was investigating?
Something about warning, life-sucking
There
pearls.
was a life-sucking pearl. You should probably have led with that bit of information.
Oh.
Well, we can worry about the Sijic mage and figure out where these pearls came from later. For now, go see what the kin lady has to say.
Shouldn't you be talking to the kin lady since you work for the queen?
Kin Lady Avanice and Raz do not get along. You see, there was a horse, a platter of pudding tarts, and... no. This one will bore you with the sordid details. Besides, everyone behaves well when they see Raz. You will learn more than I would.
It sounds like she was not behaving well since there was a horse, a platter of pudding tarts, and some sordid alright, you know what? Whatever floats your boat, Raz. You're great. You're good stuff, Raz. Appreciate you. This is a really sad story. And since he's dead, I guess he doesn't need his beef, right?
Surely, in an inn full of people, you can find someone else to talk to.
Okay, Dosh.
Those keepers must keep you in.
Why
Why does the criminal element insist on being difficult? Just this once. I'd better not catch you again.
Mm-hmm.
And his might, he stopped the Thracian plague. He knew.
Bruh, it looks so douchey.
Mara, help me. Mara, help me find my son. An adventurer? Oh, praise you, Mara, for hearing my prayers. Please, newcomer, I'm desperate for help. My son, Arathel, has gone missing. No one... Yes, I'm sorry. The last time I saw him, he was agitated, scared. I asked him what was wrong, but he left without a word. The guards arrived later. They said he turned himself in, that he was involved in a plot to kill our sapiarch, Icantar. No, he vanished. They say he escaped. Can you believe it? Why would he turn himself in only to escape a few hours later? They're hiding something, I know it. Please, Caraval, help me find my boy. He would never hurt anyone. I swear it.
Alright, I'll look for him. My quest log's full shit.
An adventure? No? You have a perfect heart, newcomer. None of my neighbors would lift a finger to help me. The guards placed Arathel in a cell beneath the Kin Lady's manor. I'm told the Justiciar of Remand is there now. A mer named Telerion. No, Icantar treats us like family. Arathel is Icantar's apprentice, you see? He was so proud when the attestation came. Right. You're new to the Isle. I apologize. Apraxic Mer, a people who, for whatever reason, were expelled from the greater elven community. Most Aprax labor for years to re-enter society. Others choose to remain in exile. I feel very sorry for them. Some do, yes. Treatises on class warfare, religious hypocrisy, that sort of thing. A lot of young Mer take a liking to it. I think it's healthy to push back a bit. Not too much, of course, but a bit. Rumor has it that a famous Aprax called the Mother of Rats lives in the city, but I've never met her. And even if I did, we're forbidden from speaking with her. Oh, that sounds awful, doesn't it? It's just the way things are here, I'm afraid.
This manor is closed by order of the Divine Prosecution, so I'll keep this brief. Who are you, and what do you want? By Sir Abane's ring, will I never be rid of that hen? Look, turning away grieving mothers brings me no satisfaction, but this situation... Not here, clearly. You really do mean to track him down, don't you? Fine. When we took Arathel into custody, our draftsman drew up a few copies for distribution to the bailiffs. They're stacked upstairs near the hearth. You can take one if you wish, with this condition. It seems he escaped into the vaulted Halsoriel. The sewer. Gods, what a hideous word. Anyway, he had help. That gaping hole in the wall is obviously quite new. Might have been a conventional explosion or some kind of arc. So you would ask my name without offering your own? No, don't bother. I've grown to expect these clumsy troglodytes. Spilling wine on your vest at a dinner party is embarrassing. This is... Frankly, there isn't a word in the common tongue for this. It is praxiferous. Disgraceful on a scale you outsiders can't even imagine. That's a matter for the High Justiciar and the Sapiarchs. My only concern is returning him to custody. And time is of the essence, so please, be on your way.
Okay. I'm on my way. There's so many things for me to steal here.
Yes? And the kin lady is currently engaged. She's... Yes. So you do. And may I say that your outfit is suitably elegant. Please, head into the garden.
Thanks. This outfit's gross and offensive.
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with all Dark Takala to safeguard the sanctity of Shimmerine and all of Summerset. Enjoy the food and drink. Business of the city requires my attention, but I shall rejoin you shortly.
How bold of you. The Neberah dares to stand in my holy presence. Very well, bold Neberah. What can the new Aldark of Shimmerine do for you? And please, try not to bore me or spray any spittle on my spotless vestments.
Excuse me? So, I hear you and Ken Lady had a plan for administering the Queen's decree,
You heard
bruh.
that somewhere, did you? I'll have to have a discussion with the Divine Prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. The kin lady and I have nothing but the best interests of Summerset and the newcomers in mind.
So that's why you're sequestering newcomers and other high elves under the monastery?
You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you? For a Neberah.
So, what's a Neberah, anyway?
You're right. Where are my manners? Using a word you couldn't possibly be expected to understand. It means unwelcome. As in, you are not welcome here.
Right. So, it's common for the High Elf monks to conspire with Daedra, though, right?
That's a serious accusation to toss around so casually.
I
What did
know.
you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the Divine Prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand.
Uh-huh. If you'll excuse me, Aldrich, I just remembered there's someplace I gotta go. Cheers, love.
I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well. Feel free to pester the other guests in my absence.
Oh, I won't, don't you worry.
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a by your leave?
I think you'll be fine.
No, I refuse to deal with one of the Queen's guests, especially not in my own home. How did you get in here, by the way? No, never mind that. Since you found your way in, I assume you can find your way back out. Before I call the guards. Such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's order to allow newcomers to enter Summerset? Because I'm trying to protect both the island and the newcomers. It's in everyone's best interest that we maintain a separation.
The Aldrich agrees.
Aldark Tilkala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my haste to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment.
An error, huh?
Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Aldark's existence prior to when we met, and I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kinlord Millenthal praised Tilkala to no end.
You're aware that the monks are killing newcomers?
That's preposterous. Aldark Tilkala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Summerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
Yeah, it sounds like you should look at the monastery. Like, go check that out.
My lady, one of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Aldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Aldark's explanation.
She's about to get murdered.
You certainly like racking up bounties, don't you?
Alright. Back into Shimmerine.
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the King Lady's manor.
So she legitimately
Raz
thinks they're being
Avanis
sequestered.
is as naive as she is complicit, but she is not a murderer. This new Oldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerine.
Yeah, and they're supposed to meet in the Coral Forest.
A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the Oldark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later.
Okay.
Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Sijic Sage, yes? Here she comes now.
Raz, don't be creepy. Let's see what Valcerin has to say.
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Oldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the
Halt
Queen.
at once!
I am
Picked up quite
Valcerin
a
of the
fuss,
Sijic
haven't we?
Order,
Just
and
hand
I
over the
agree
bounty
that the
and I'll smooth
Aldork is
things
more
over.
than a simple monk.
Easy.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately
Now be about
to
your
avoid
business.
attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
Neat. Which reminds me, I do want to do something. Wow, that looks dumb. Alright. Hey, yeah, I actually just saw that. I apologize. There is going to be Overwatch tonight, but it's going to be a little bit later.
You back. Your rewards are ready. A lovely prize. An excellent selection. Heart of Mara, a bonus reward. A blessing from the divines. A favorable selection.
Ooh.
Will you try again? This could be your lucky day. Shall we get started? First, you must select your crate. Bright Moons, a bonus reward.
Yes.
An unparalleled reward. Shall we try again? An excellent selection. Choose a reward. Simply breathtaking. Pakruti can see a lucky aura. May luck follow you.
Cool. Actually got one of the things I was wanting out of that. Nice. Oh, it looks so goofy. Well, this is getting overly complicated. I think there's a way in. Sounds like a better idea. But yeah, probably at like 8:30, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from this and then go over to Overwatch. So I'm gonna take like a probably half-hour break before I start.
This one despises this land of pompous snobs with all their rules of conformance and pretentious attitudes. Forgive Riharai, but this one doesn't often see a customer who isn't a self-important high elf. I'll make sure you get my special brew. Ah, for that one you must go upstairs. The hooded man will have what you seek. Good luck, Walker.
I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm working. So, jog on. It didn't instruct you to do anything. That note was meant for someone else. Of course, you already know that. So, should I reach for my knife, or are we going to make nice? Huh. So, Talarian and his lackeys haven't found him either, huh? Color me surprised. I tried to help the kid, but if he didn't even find my note, he's in worse trouble than I thought. You carry yourself well. Maybe Mother can use you. Yeah, the Mother of Rats is our matriarch. She shelters us outcasts and misfits. Loves us, even. In her way. If you aim to help Arthel, she'll want to meet you first. There's an entrance to the sewers down by the docks. Just follow the rats. Name's Edgar Jend. Professional misfit, ne'er-do-well, and sometimes hatchet man. Mother sends me out to collect lost things. And people. I've got to tell you, this whole Arthel thing, it's giving me indigestion. I have a delicate constitution.
Where are you looking for him?
That's a question for Mother. Speaking of which, you should be on your way.
Okay, bye. I'm just gonna swim my way out of this. Hopefully. Or maybe not.
You saved the Queen. Stars keep you safe, traveler.
Thank you. That's one hell of a view, isn't it? Come on, horse, we got this. And we're off. Alright. Salamanders.
One of Summerset's more unique environments, the Coral Forest. I used to love coming here when I was growing up. We need to find out why the Aldark asked King Lady Avanice to meet him out here. Based on what we saw in the monastery's undercroft, I'm hesitant to use magic to locate them. I suppose we'll have to find them through mundane means. Too bad the Queen's spy isn't here yet. I understand he's good at this sort of thing.
We're actually about to wrap up the Elder Scrolls piece of this, and then I'm going to be getting into the Reef Viper. to Overwatch after like a short half-hour break. So that's why I'm quiet. Smartass. She should help, but she kind of sucks, so I'm gonna take my time. What? Someone was already there, that's why. Oh, did I? Awesome. Hooray! 500. Getting there slowly. And now, that was the latest goal, so now the next one is getting the 10,000 lifetime views. Then after that, 25 average viewers. So, it's all about sticking with it. A 1,000 follower goal, yeah, but baby steps. They probably actually 750 is the next one for me. Because I'm no like crazy, super wild, the hype train channel. Aw, thanks, Tel. Seriously. Good. You could come back to life. I guess I'll just sit here. Wait. I agree, baby Griffin. I agree.
Come
there we go.
Let me show you the power bestowed upon me by the Prince of Bargains.
Oh. Belong to Clavicus.
Destroy these fools!
Hearts. Oh, you just like having someone put you to sleep.
Lady. They're at the west edge of the Coral Forest. What happened to Aldok Tilkalar? Did he escape? I think we can conclude that Tilkalar wasn't actually an Aldok. At least, not with his connection to the Prince of Bargain's Clavicus Vial. Strange magic and creatures worry me, however. Hopefully the pearl I sent to Arteum can tell us more.
Apparently we can learn something from
You'll
Pearl.
be surprised what a particular object can reveal if you know how to unlock its secrets. I need to return and tell Right Master Ikesis all that transpired here. If you're willing, I'd like you to come to Artaeum and confirm my story.
Sure, why
the Right
not?
Master leads the Sijic Order from Kapora Tower on the island of Artaeum. This spell attunes you to a portal near Shimmerine in the ruins of the Keep of 11 Forces. It always leads to Artaeum, no matter the island's current location.
I'm checking with Resin Dark
One
first,
more
though.
adjustment, and there, you are now attuned. Find me on
thank you.
Artaeum after you finish with the Eye of the Queen.
Okay, bye.
Ah, Five Claw. The King Lady and Raz had the most illuminating conversation.
You can't treat me like some
Queen Irene will be disappointed that the King Lady of Shimmerine allowed a false Aldar to murder so many newcomers. Such a scandal makes other travelers uneasy about coming here, yes? The Prince of Bargains. That could only be Clavicus Vile. What oblivion-inspired nest of vipers has Raz stumbled into? This one has a very bad feeling about all of this. Where is the Sijic Sage? Raz would like to ask her what she thinks.
She left. Invite me there. Not you.
The Sijic Order's interest in all of this concerns Razudar. This one has never had much love of magic, or those that practice the art. On the other hand, now Raz has his own person on the inside. An Eye of Raz, if you will, yes?
Damn it, Raz. Said that we're just gonna try to find out more about the Aldark and the Pearl,
Then you must
so...
go to Artaeum and discover what the Sijics have learned. When you return, you can tell Raz all about it, so he can pass it along to the Queen.
Gotcha.
Yes, Raz likes this plan. In the meantime, Raz will investigate the Daedric connection.
Okay, Raz, have fun.
Have you come to gloat? To kick me while I wallow in my own misery? Well, go ahead. I deserve it. I met him at Kinlord Millenthal's party in Eleanor. We had similar ideas about the Queen's decree, and I recommended that he lead the monastery. Summerset isn't a stew pot, and the various races aren't ingredients to be sprinkled in like so much spice. What a hateful accusation. Tilkala told me he was going to send them back where they came from. I had no idea he planned to kill them. I give you my word. I just wanted the newcomers to go away. And to find out he worshipped Daedra? How crude.
So, do all the monks say worship Daedra?
I certainly hope not. We'll have to get the Divine Prosecution in there to gather up the monks Tilkala brought with him to Shimmerine. We can't have Daedric cultists desecrating a holy site. I suppose I need to beg for mercy from the proxy queen.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Alright, let's go to Artaeum. Wait, what? I really see an argument going on. Alright. To the portal. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, so we have reached the mystic land of Artaeum. This is actually where I'm going to be cutting off the Elder Scrolls Online stream and starting to get ready for the Scrubber Watch stream. To everybody that's tuned in, thank you for watching. If you are not watching this live and you want to see more, feel free to hit follow. And I will see everybody at a later date. Have a good one.